coming into this season was that his lower body really just looks a lot more sturdy. He looks way more balanced than he's ever looked before, and that's showing up on both ends of the floor, particularly on the defensive end. That's something that Poku talked to us about early on in this preseason, is that he really wanted to put an emphasis on his defense and really make sure that he could guard any position that he needed to guard out there and make sure the coaches could trust him on that end of the floor. So really encouraging signs from Poku early on that his offseason work is paying off here.
All right, thanks so much, Paris. And it brings back something that Mark Daignault said a season ago about Pokusevski, and really it applied to not just him in the sense that these guys were so young, Michael, that they were not physically developed, and they had time to put on some weight, grow into their bodies. And that's something that Pokusevski's done, but he's also stayed committed to his game because he's had his ups and downs over the course of the first 2 years of his career.
Well, keep in mind, he didn't have a training camp his first year because of the pandemic. Didn't have a summer league, didn't have off-season workouts, and he was one of the youngest players. In fact, he was the youngest player in the NBA when he came in. So he had a long way to go, and he's come a long way in a short distance. Wow, how about that long pass that made a short bucket for Lindy Waters, courtesy of Josh Giddey.
That's the kind of flair that he's got in his game that he's really had in his back pocket since he arrived. There is a certain flair that he can bust out, particularly in the passing game. The skill set that he's had, going back to his days in Serbia. Good contested shot there on Dench.
Stand corrected. Pokusevski, as advertised, was the one who made that terrific pass on that hard-cutting Lindy Waters. But there again, another part of his game that he's showing you he can do with consistency. And the NBA game will test you. It will test you night in and night out. And just when you think you're good, you find out you're not.
When you watch his game, Michael, and you see the glimpses here and there, passes like that, being able to grab a rebound, go coast to coast, be able to defend, block shots, and you realize that there's a lot more in that body, and he has got so much room to grow.
Well, he's a 7-footer, man. A 7-footer is always going to be a 7-footer, no matter what.
Can't teach that height.
You can't. And many coaches have said that. A 7-footer is a 7-footer. And he certainly has a really, really nice skill set. How about that? Just handing that tasty dish off. Just makes your mouth water.
Well, Omorui's got 11 points. That three is good from the outside.
Much needed bucket. Frank showing you his skill set. He's very physical inside. But can also knock down the three.
Jay Will's going to get fouled by Akuth. Dang Akuth, who's going to get substituted for. Galloway's going to come in.
And I like the fact, too, that the coaching staff of the Thunder has put Pokusevski in those playmaking roles here in training camp. And he's looking pretty good.